Let's bring the spark back in your romantic relationships.
Welcome, stranger.
You are now tuned in.
Tired of not knowing what your loved one wants? Don't know how to communicate your true feelings? Hi, I'm Teja Pradarshini, and this is a show about love, sex, intimacy, and relationships. Learn how to communicate better and bring back the romance in your life. This is Game, Set, Love. Hi, I'm Teja Priyadarshini, founder for Akashic Cosmic Healing, spiritual transformation guide and a psychic medium, and someone who loves being in love. Today we're going to be talking about the spark in the relationships. Usually when we are in a long-term relationship for quite some time, and the spark, the feeling of chemistry or that pizzazz that used to be there in that relationship seems to fade a little bit, and then people start getting very bored with the relationship, and then lots of things can just bring that relation downhill. So today we're going to be talking about how we can bring that spark back and make sure that you have a fantastic, fiery relationship that no one else can beat.
Oh yeah.
Get ready, and the first point in bringing the spark back, I know you're gonna hate me for saying this, but it's communication, guys. The more you communicate, the better the relationship gets. So when you are in any sort of confusion about what's happening with this relationship, communicate. Open communication really helps in sorting out a lot of things. So if you have something on your mind that you want to try with your partner, probably a new position or something like an adventure that you want to go on with your partner, it is absolutely necessary for you to communicate about these things. And the second thing is intimacy. Intimacy can happen in many different forms. It does not have to be only through sex. It can be through touch. It could be through holding hands, giving each other kisses, or just simply being touchy-feely. Because when you are touching the other person, you're creating a physical bond with them. So you can give them hugs, you can give them kisses, you can hold their hands when they're sitting next to you. Even if you're simply like sitting and watching a rerun of Friends on TV, it is important that you enjoy the experience together and try and connect as much as you can with your partner in as many ways as you possibly can. It is a very busy time, and our lives are getting even more busy, and sometimes we just get so caught up in work and other responsibilities that we don't have time for intimacy. So you have to make the time for intimacy. I'm not saying that, put sex down to a schedule and say that, 5 o'clock on Friday we're going to have sex. No, I'm not saying that. But it is important to kind of allocate some time for intimate rituals, like maybe have a bath together, or maybe hold hands or help one another in the kitchen, and flirt a little bit. Flirting never hurt anybody. It's one of the most beautiful things. I love flirting, and people who flirt, they're so joyful and they're creating a light atmosphere. So don't make intimacy like a big dark cloud on top of your head, which is just horrifying. Make it more fun. Make it in such a way that the two of you enjoy doing whatever it is that you're doing with one another's body. Foreplay is so underrated. Like, I know many of you might be like, foreplay is so overrated. Like, we don't want to do foreplay. We just want to get on with it. We don't have the time. We have kids to take care of. We have other responsibilities like making dinner and such. I can't be bothered about foreplay. But foreplay doesn't have to be just before you do the deed. Foreplay can happen in many ways during the day as well, building up that expectation or tension or, that chemistry or that spark to lead to where it has to lead in the bedroom. You know what I mean? So foreplay is so underrated. Try using foreplay. It can make a significant difference in your sex life, and explore different ways to pleasure one another. The other thing that you can do is be spontaneous. Surprise your partner with spontaneous gestures, like a surprise visit to their workplace, or a weekend getaway, or tickets to the opera. I don't know, whatever exciting to do. Do that. Do something unexpected. It can reignite excitement in your relationships. Do something like you haven't done before. See, sometimes we get into relationships and 10 years would pass and then we would be so bored with that other person, but there are things that you found very attractive when you first met them. And what were those things? Try and recollect those things that made you fall in love with them, that drew you to them, and try to do those things once again, like recreating one of those pictures they do on Instagram Reels, something like that, but you're just recreating that romantic moment once again. And try something different, things that you would have not done before, or something that would allow the adrenaline to pump, something a little crazy, not too over the top that would get you into trouble, but something a little adventurous, something a little risque, and that will definitely get the two of you bonding over that experience. The next thing you need to do is to take care of yourself, both your physical and your mental health, and have a positive attitude towards life. And I know it's very easy to say just have a positive attitude, but it takes work. Every day is a new day and a new challenge, so you have to kind of understand how you are feeling about that day and set reasonable expectations of that day, how positive you can be on that day, and try and implement those expectations just for yourself, not for anyone else. So physical health and mental health is very important. Exercise, eat a healthy diet, and prioritize your self-care activities like meditation or yoga, because feeling good about yourself can boost your confidence in the bedroom. And we all know this, right? Sometimes when we get a little out of shape, then we don't want to have the lights on anymore in the bedroom, and that kind of kills the buzz, because men are visual creatures and women like to get into the experience of it. If you're a woman and you feel like you're not really happy with the way you look, then do something about it, like probably fall in love with your body, I would say, because no matter what size, shape, any form you're in, the first important thing is to be in love with yourself and be in love with your body, because once you're in love with your body, nobody can change that. And then, yes, bring in the diet, bring in the exercise, bring in all the healthy things that you can think of, including meditation, including having some time to yourself, including, going on vacation, anything that can help you feel more relaxed and more connected with yourself. Because once you get that confidence, ladies, you can slay anywhere, doing anything. And for the men, I would suggest that give your ladies that experience. Be a little more softer in your approach, be more romantic, ask her what she would like, and perhaps give that to her. Communication is very, very crucial. So it is not just about telling each other how you feel about one another, but it is also important to take that time to talk to your partner about what you like and don't like in the bedroom, because sometimes we ourselves don't know what we like or don't like until it's done to us, right? So be experimentative. Try to do things that you haven't done before. See what you like, because the body keeps changing all the time and some things change with it, like for example your likes and dislikes. So explore each other every single day. Anytime you get a chance, just bond over that intimacy. It is such a beautiful thing to be, especially when you're in love with one another. These hormones are very good for your health. They boost your your confidence levels. It also makes you feel good at all times, even when you're not with your partner. And it's just an amazing experience to have. So this is one of the many ways you can bring the spark back into your relationship and enjoy some intimate time with your partner.
Okay, here we go. 3, 2, 1.
Let me know how you like this episode and do leave me a comment. And if you want to connect with me, you can always connect with me on Instagram. My handle is @Teja Priyadarshini, and you can leave me your messages. either in the comments below or directly DM me on Instagram. Tell me what you need from these episodes. If you want me to talk about something very specific, let me help you get that information. Next week, we are going to be talking about what to do when you are not on good terms with your spouse. How do you resolve issues? How do you overcome certain hurdles? All of that in the next week's episode. Until then, have a beautiful week ahead. This is Teja Priyadarshini signing off. This is Game Set Love. Tune in every Friday at 7 p.m. That's all I have for you in today's episode of Game, Set and Love. I hope you have some interesting, fun first dates and tell me all about it. You can connect with me on Instagram at Teja Priyadarshini, and you can also send me your questions about love, sex, relationships, intimacy, whatnot on my Instagram page as well. If you like the episode, don't forget to subscribe so that you don't miss out on any of my future podcasts. And next week, we are going to be exploring intimacy and sexuality. We will talk about how you can rekindle that spark in your romantic relationship. So don't miss out. Until next week, bye-bye. Love you. Mwah.